Hello, in this episode, I'm going to share with you 3 thoughts from Psalm 53. The fool says in his heart, "There is no God." They are corrupt, doing abominable iniquity. There is none who does good. God looks down from heaven on the children of man to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God. They have all fallen away. Together they have become corrupt. There is none who does good, not even one. Have those who work evil no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call upon God? There they are in great terror, where there is no terror. For God scatters the bones of him who encamps against you. You put them to shame, for God has rejected them. Oh, that salvation for Israel would come out of Zion, when God restores the fortunes of his people. Let Jacob rejoice, let Israel be glad. This psalm points out the wickedness of man, but the great hope that we have in the God of Israel. Thought number 1, belief in God is the beginning of wisdom. The psalmist is setting up the fool and the wise man and says that if you would be wise, you must start with belief in God. Belief in God is the foundation for understanding all of creation. So belief in God is the beginning of wisdom, which is why the opposite, the fool says in his heart, "There is no God," is such a profound statement. If we would be wise instead of foolish, we must begin with belief in God. Thought number 2, we don't act like we believe in God. So we might say, yes, I believe in God, and therefore I'm at the beginning points of wisdom. We might say that, but we don't act like we believe in God because our minds are continually drawn towards wickedness. There is no one righteous, no, not one. There is no one who seeks good. This psalm is pointing out the fact that no matter what we would like to believe about ourselves, we are evil. We don't even live up to our own standards, let alone God's perfect standards. And because of that, this question, is there anyone who does good? We all know the response to that. No, there's no one who does good. So while we might believe in God, so very often we don't act like it. Thought number 3, God is faithful to his people. So we have these couple of ideas that are popping up here. Belief in God is the beginning of wisdom, but we don't act like we believe in God. But God is faithful to his people, even though his people are not faithful to him. Even though we don't act like we believe in God, meaning we sin against him and do the things that we want to do rather than what he wants us to do, God is still faithful to fulfill his promises. That's why at the end of the psalm, there is this great hope for the time when the Lord will restore the fortunes of his people. We know that this is a reality, that the Lord restores the fortunes of his people. So we look forward to that time when the Lord fulfills his promises, the promises he has made to us, the promise he's made to us specifically about the return of Christ and about his power over all creation, because it is in him that we have our faith. These 3 thoughts come to you from Psalm 51 through 53. If you'd like to read through the Bible with me, join the Facebook group Through the Bible, where we are trying to read through the text of Scripture together.